maybe the commodity move really doesn't have much to do with going into a recession necessarily and inflation. It could be just simply the supply and the lack of the ability to produce some of the commodities that are out there too. We saw prices going up because we had basically demand push, and there wasn't much demand. There was a lot of demand, but there wasn't much product out there. Car prices went up. A lot of other things went up in price, and inflation. And the same thing could be true for these commodities. So we've never really recovered from an economy like the pandemic economy, because we've never had an economy like the pandemic economy. The last pandemic we went through in America was in 1918, and we didn't have financial markets that were as organized and broadly based as we are now. So this is a new experience. Some people try to say this time is different, and other people say, no, this time isn't different. But there are certainly some elements of the economy that are different this time. And so we're trying to make sense of all of it. We see headwinds, and we see really strong growth in certain areas too. So we're trying to, again, try to make sense of it. But we are seeing some high volatility. The destruction in technology stocks continues with Facebook, and now the firm is called Meta, down 26% last week, and a brutal month for tech. The firm is betting on virtual reality headsets and alternate reality glasses. I think they spent $3 billion on it last year. So they're trying to pivot from only being a Facebook company to getting involved in all these other different types of technologies that will interface with the Facebook, I believe, as well. So we'll see how that all plays out. But in the short run, it did affect them. And then, Chris, you know the story that Apple did increase some of the controls and compliance controls on usage of Apple by other companies that use Apple's system on their advertising and things like that. And it affected a lot of technology companies, including Facebook Meta. So, it's an interesting time. No one thought it would get that bad, but the stock was down on that Thursday, $30 billion, which is the most of any single company has ever lost in a single day. And Mark Zuckerberg, the founder and CEO, lost $5 billion, I believe, on his own. So it was quite a volatile market. It was kind of a culmination of a lot of other names. Snap went down big that day as well. So it was a really, really brutal previous Thursday.